Now I'm scared because like going from what he just said to all right, let's
Well,
see.
yeah. Can I ask y'all a serious question? Because I can't remember who you are in the comments. You know who you are. Just make yourself known. You hate when we talk about Schulz. Do y'all, on a scale of 1 to 10, or how great of a comedian do you think Andrew Schulz is? There's certain people who hate that we big him up
Give
or
him any love. I saw
put him
that.
on a level. Do y'all think that he's actually a great stand-up comedian? Is it more of a thing that you like him, like just great in his overall stand-up? How funny is Andrew Schulz genuinely?
I think
Or
Andrew.
do just niggas just find him funny?
Nah, man. I think Andrew is funny. I think he's one of the better comedians out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't think it's not a lot.
I respect a lot of what he's done. The special that he just dropped, it was cool. But I feel like there was so much, the fact that like he was doing it on his own, there was a paywall for it at first, and it was free on YouTube. I felt like it was a lot of expectations on it. I've enjoyed his earlier comedy a lot more than I have like his more recent shit. But every now and then, and just when I'm ready to like just be like, I don't know if I can watch a full set from this nigga, he'll say something that I'm like, that's genuinely genius. So I can sit down and bear through some okay shit to eventually get to something that's like some niggas can just coast, but it's some people who just have higher highs, like the highest highs.
Right.
So I'll just be waiting for that spark to hit.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny though, but like all time, I feel like all time is the discussion for him to where it's like.
Oh, you think he's in the all-time category
No,
already?
I think that's where there's credence to like, I don't know how good he is.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
If we're
where he
just
ranks
taking all
all
the funniest
time.
people.
Oh,
Because you
like
gotta
that.
I see what you're
understand, I
saying,
think that he's hilarious, and I actually enjoy him talking, his talking formats and podcasts more than I do his stand-up.
Yeah, his
But
talking format's good.
I feel like that all-time discussion is where it gets
It's
tight.
where all of a sudden it looks like you're not even in the top 10 or 20.
At the same time,
50 or it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Especially because we living in it currently.
I feel like I can immediately say he's not in the top 20 if I'm going all time.
All time, of course not.
He hasn't been doing it for long enough to even give him that credit.
No, he's been doing it long enough.
No,
But
he hasn't.
in terms of peak
No,
performance,
he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Are you crazy?
Comedy is the longest game you could probably play.
He's been
ever.
doing it for at least 20.
Because when I really think about the comics that like, when every time they speak, they start to say and have legendary moments, these niggas already be 30 years
They don't
in.
hit their stride until like
They be
later.
They
in
don't all even get to that point. That's just that's like the LeBron. That's like the echelon. This is the most elite niggas.
Yeah, but I feel like in general, comedy is just a long game.
It is,
and
but
I feel like he's so young.
Nah, dog.
He's
been doing this too.
I think his stand-up could get a lot more
put the
intelligent.
time in.
He's 12 years
15
removed.
years plus.
He's 12 years removed from being 22. That's not long. Like he's still young. He's a damn near young man.
But if you start comedy when you like 19, 20, you've been doing this for at least 50 years.
How old is
Schulz is 39, I think.
He's damn near 40. That's my point.
He might be 40 exactly.
And he started in his early 20s.
I think Schulz at 50 is really gonna start putting numbers up,
bro.
Not everybody ages that gracefully.
Yeah, 39.
That's true.
He's
but
40 years old. He's been doing comedy for probably damn near 20
Think of
years.
everybody you like and how old they were. Like what legends
That's
are
what I'm
legends?
saying. Dead ass,
George
bro.
Carlin. First of all, George Carlin was damn near dying when he
George
got
Carlin
famous.
didn't give it up until he got old. That's different. George Carlin
not
spent
different.
his
It's George
no,
Carlin.
George Carlin spent his whole comedian career at
Dave
first doing cookie cutter shit. He said he wasn't even being himself until like he was 50 years old.
Exactly.
Further proves my
That's the
point.
point.
No,
That's the
but
point.
that's because that's his choice. You don't have to, and that's also the era.
His choice.
That's also the era he grew up in. That's like black and white comedy on TV. nigga.
Not my problem. That's what he did.
None of that matters though, bro.
That's what he did.
Because then you got a nigga like Patrice O'Neal who didn't wait 50 years to be himself.
But if we're being honest, and if you go back and listen
he's
to him,
overall better than Schulz.
Patrice wasn't really hitting that Patrice level until like he found out he was dying, which was his later in his life.
Low key.
You know what I mean?
How old was Patrice when he died? Early 40s or late
early
30s?
And imagine if Patrice had 12 more years.
I'm never gonna say niggas don't get better with time.
But
that
Especially
elite
comedy, they
level
do.
that you talking about to where you get to where it's just like how
and I
long
wanna
has
be-
Kevin Hart been doing
and
comedy?
I'm not being specific.
It was
I want to
42.
say
Or no, 52.
He was
young
52?
I think so.
baby
when he died?
damn near baby.
No, he was 42.
when he died. I was
Even
about to
worse.
say Patrice was in that though.
Yeah, it was
he
42.
didn't live to
But
52.
I think Andrew's stride
It's gonna
is
hit it.
really going to be in his 40s, 50s.
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
on a Louis C.K. type of vibe.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I think so. I think so too.
And I think
You
I know
what
how
mean?
it's gonna happen too. I think his next one is gonna flop a little bit. He's gonna have to change his approach and come back different.
I'm ready for them to ditch the flagrant stick.
Yeah, I think
I'm
ready for that.
I'm definitely ready for them to ditch the flagrant stick because
in his comedy on the podcast.
the
And
shtick
the
or
sh-
being flagrant.
the stick.
As
Okay.
that being the whole point.
I'm completely okay if you're flagrant if that shit's funny, but just like
Don't make
your stand up
like how niggas make being hood their whole rap career.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the part that bothers me. And I feel like Akash does it 10 times more than Andrew even does it. Like,
It's a little bit on my phone.
yeah, no, but what I was gonna say is that the thing with Schulz that I like is that the comment that I'm kind of referring to, you know who the fuck you are, I can't remember. But long story short, he was like, yo, Schulz can impress, like black people be bigging Schulz up so crazy, like y'all are so easily impressed by Schulz comedy and he's really mid or something like that along those lines. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, do I think he's one of the greatest comics I've ever heard? No.
No.
But the biggest thing is I like this nigga because I watched Brilliant
Yeah.
Idiots for so many years. So
Yeah. Why does-
it's different when you like a nigga. You know
You've
what I'm
been
saying?
there
So-
for his growth.
Yeah.
Even more importantly, how funny are his peers right now?
Marcus,
That's how-
Marcus turning up.
That's
We
how
were
you
talking about that.
truly that's partially how you truly gauge how funny your nigga
Oh, you mean
is.
other niggas in the sphere?
It's
In the-
just
in the
like what,
vicinity.
like you can only play against the opponents in the league that you play
At the
in
current
right now.
moment?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I can't help if you think that everybody else is weak.
But do
I
y'all
need-
listen to other comics in his like peer group?
But
I
honestly,
listen to everybody. Like I'll listen to a random nigga if I think that like he has a chance of making me laugh right now, or
That's
just
true. That's
presenting
true.
something this.
But who, is there anybody you're listening to though that you're like following up with like you would Schulz?
comedians that he
Comedians.
knows,
That's
because
in
there's
his
comedians.
No, that's in his peer group. Like you're saying.
in the
You
I
talking
like
about like a
It's a couple.
Santino or like a Tiger?
Yeah, like somebody who you would say his competition.
Santino.
Theo was being was Theo in his peer
Who's
group? or-
Santino?
the orange, the ginger nigga
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Dave.
yeah.
Andrew
He's a
Fantino.
comedian.
Is it
Andrew
Andrew?
Santino.
Yeah,
Andrew,
yeah, it's Andrew.
Oh, the
The
ginger.
one,
Yeah.
the ginger that does the
He's-
show with Tiger Belly.
With Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But I like it's a lot of funny comedians, but I don't know if like that circle of comedy even exists anymore.
Yeah,
Or if
yeah.
like he's
No,
just
it
in
does.
if he's in a different pocket. Because I fuck with like Tim Dillon, you know, Theo Von, Shane Gillis. All them niggas is pretty funny to me.
Yeah.
What black comedians do you like?
Hannibal,
It's not that many
Dave. But we're not putting Dave in his.
it's not that many black comedians.
I feel like and that's another thing. It's even hard to say class of comedian because these niggas go for so fucking long. I feel like if you're active, you're active. If you're not, you're not.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, it's
not even.
it's one of those.
It's not
Low-key.
even broken down by classes
Nah.
like rap freshmen would be. You know.
It can
So,
be
like,
though because of what era you came out with.
It
Like
can
if you
be
come
like,
out with somebody else,
Because
yeah.
we could definitely associate Schulz with the Pete Davidsons, the Guy Code crowd. You know,
Chris
like
Stefano.
Yeah, Chris Stefano. We could put him in there, but at the same time, once you get out there and you're a stand-up comedian, you're in the field.
You're in the race now.
You're
nigga.
in the fi- yeah,
Congratulations.
Exactly. So, and I know there was a thing where I don't think Dave Chappelle really likes Schulz like that because
No,
I
he
think
doesn't.
They have a little. It's one of them don't meet your heroes things.
I don't
They
know
do
about
have
that.
a little tiff.
I don't think it's
No.
that.
I
don't think it's that at all.
I think it's the base of Schulz ain't that funny without the
Yeah.
flagrancy.
Yeah.
See,
Whoa.
From Dave Chappelle's perspective.
Dave Chappelle.
Schulz isn't that funny without the flagrancy. Does that imply that Dave Chappelle has clean humor?
No.
No, that implies that Dave Chappelle can do any humor that he wants.
Dave Chappelle,
This nigga's the creme de la
He's-
creme.
That's true.
he's not just a one-trick pony.
He's not.
Right.
And I guess that's what he put on Andrew, and I see that,
Yeah.
but I don't accept that.
Even more so, he disrespected him even more than that because he tried to make it seem like Andrew wasn't a stand-up. And you know, when it comes to
He did do that.
comedians,
Oh yeah, he did.
having
did do
that
that. He did do
stand-up
that.
badge is like, nigga, it's just the most honorable thing you could have.
Yeah.
But he tried to make it seem like he tried to minimize Andrew to the turn your phone videos.
And I think that's because he didn't see Andrew on stage before that.
But
At
then
that
you
time.
also got to
It just
remember.
seems like he always has some dismissal of him every time he speaks about him.
Yeah, but you
Joe
also
Rogan
gotta-
even brought him up, trying to big him up, like, yo, this guy's funny. He's got this new thing going
he was
on.
like, I don't know who the fuck that
Like,
is.
Yeah,
nigga, fuck
yeah.
that shit.
But
don't think he
no, but
invested
you
in
also
it.
got to remember.
He was like Michael Jordan with Chameleonaire.
But you also got to remember Andrew's ego was also out of control at one point based off what niggas have said in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing that
I don't think he ever talked out his neck about Chappelle or one of the GOATs. He always give it up for him.
He might, bro, but when you feel like Chappelle should be acknowledging you and he doesn't, and then you have that energy around him, and Chappelle's like, you better pipe the fuck down, child. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even his response to that was a little bit like,
I think he still got to earn it. That's all. It's like Tim Duncan. Like, he didn't talk to any of the rookies.
Yeah.
Even if he was there for a few other years, too. It's like, you got to really show me something.
you got to prove it.
Yeah. You
Kobe
really
Bryant was quiet as hell on training
You
camp.
really got to show me something. A nigga like Dave Chappelle is telling him, you got to show me
And
something.
you know, he's from, I guess the term old Hollywood, so not internet. So anything on the internet is like, it's new and it's not as cool. It's not what he's used to. You know what I mean? The nigga's an internet comedian. You feel me? He's.
I want to go every time we talk about an internet comedian. I want to go back in on Funny Marco. I did it on the 3 podcast. I'm gonna put that clip out.
I'm gonna look up Funny Marco's stand-up just to see if jokes pop up.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't realize. I'm not gonna go into it. I talked about it already on the 3 podcast episode.
Niggas that he promised himself.
I promise. I'm not gonna go in. Yeah, no, let's not even worry about
This is
that.
the funniest
Could it have
comedians of 2023. It goes Dave Chappelle 1, Bill Burr 2, Tom Segura 3, Theo Von 4,
He's up there.
Ricky I forgot to say his name. Gervais, right? Gervais.
Yeah. I don't know this nigga. Nate Bargatz.
And this is where it starts to fall off.
Yeah.
I've heard this nigga Mark Norman's
Mark
name.
Norman is funny as shit.
I've heard his name a lot. I just haven't seen any of his work for real.
Louis
They got
CK.
Andrew Schulz is number 9 on this list though. He's top 10.
Yeah, and then who's after him?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
He's in
okay.
front of Rock.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I like John Mulaney.
I never thought Chris Rock was that funny.
Yeah, me.
I like Chris Rock the person more than Chris Rock the stand-up.
Yeah, I think
His
there's. I
sets.
think it's like a 50-50 thing with him.
Joey Diaz.
I don't think Joey Diaz is.
Kevin
that funny.
Hart. Wait, Kevin Hart is number 16 in terms of stand-up comedy, but he's number 1 in financials.
Bobby Lee hasn't
Deadass.
dropped a special in years, and he's 16.
Not he's
18.
18, yeah.
Cause that damn that Tiger Belly podcast.
That's probably why.
I ain't gonna lie, this list is a little weak.
Nah, nigga, you don't watch comedy, nigga. This list is pretty
Nigga, Joe
solid.
Rogan's name hasn't popped up yet.
It hasn't.
He
Joe Coy did, but
isn't-
Joe Rogan hasn't.
In terms of comedy, he makes a lot of money, but he's not that funny.
He's mid.
Yeah, he's
That's
mad.
a prime example of a mid comedian.
Your boy's up here. Hannibal's up here. I like Hannibal, though.
32.
32 is a little disrespectful.
Mac O'Shea,
That's-
I saw him live. He's pretty funny, too.
I never seen him live, but he was Saturday
He
Night
annoys me
Live for you,
I
right?
think
Yeah, he's
Tim
pretty funny
Dillon.
looking.
Tim Dillon, he was beefing with him. He called him a drunk. He called him a drunk.
Who?
Tim Dillon, because
Call
he
who,
was
though?
Michael Shea.
Oh, word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
Michael
okay.
Shea was talking shit. He was talking about his show and how it only lasted 1 season and how nobody's watching it.
Gerard Carmichael's not on that list.
He's
Gerard
not.
Carmichael.
He
Wait,
was
that-
funny. He was funny for a while.
I thought he was pretty. I like his
Larry
show a
David.
lot.
His show was great.
Yeah, I did like his show.
I don't like his stand-up, especially his new shit. He got a little too
it's-
the
feministic
that one
right
Got a
now.
little. It got a little weird.
His
He
new one
came
was
out
a
the
little too
closet
much.
like 3
His
specials.
3 times, bro.
Yeah.
But his show, the Carmichael show, that shit was
Hilarious.
fire.
It was good.
That shit was fire.
was good.
Hilarious. Oh, yeah. Joe Rogan's number 54.
Hey, Ali Wong, the first woman.
That's my shorty.
53.
He's right up there with his friend too, Ari Shafir.
She
said-
wasn't the first woman, bro.
You said that's my shorty. Yeah, I remember how offended you were when you were like, he said,
That's my shorty.
She's fucking hilarious.
She's
You-
hilarious.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
That's
Ali
her.
Wong. That's my shorty. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yo.
fuck
this
with her.
nigga Lauren
I
crazy.
fuck with her, man. I fuck with her.
Oh,
You fuck with her?
God.
Just that first stand up. Just the first special. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, is this the girl from that show Beef?
Yes.
Yes.
That's her.
Yes, that's her.
That's her. Yep.
I
Wait,
don't.
I think I'm confusing her with Aquafina then.
You're just being racist.
No,
Yeah, it's
she's not the
Aquafina.
one that acts black, right?
No, that's Aquafina.
Okay,
Aquafina,
yo, I was
that's
confusing her
Aquafina.
with Aquafina.
I kind of fuck with Aquafina, even
Yeah.
though that whole I
Yeah,
black
nah,
thing.
it works. It works for me. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit work for me, low key. I ain't gonna hold you. I know black women probably hate that shit.
Does
but
it feel genuine?
something about it feels real?
I feel like she genuinely went from Japan to like Crenshaw.
yeah,
You wanna know
that's
what
it feels like?
Yeah,
I think being black is easy. I think it's easier than we all thought.
low key.
I think the barrier of entry to being black and being accepted is
Yeah.
just so fucking easy.
Yeah, that's true. Nah, I would agree with that.
Nah.
And Lauren, I'm gonna watch a goddamn special by
She
her.
has like a couple specials on
'Cause
Netflix.
you,
I
She's
think.
a
you
Netflix
like
queen.
beef?
Yeah, she's
I like Beef.
She's pretty funny, bro. I'm not lying
and
to you.
I can't see her being funnier than what she was in that show. But if she's any amount of that funny, is
She's funny, bro. The first special is the one that had me. That's what I fuck with her.
I saw the one where she was pregnant.
That's the first. She was pregnant with both of them, bro.
What
she
made you
was?
But
watch
the first
this?
one, it was random. It was when Netflix was doing all them comedy joints, and I was just going through like, you remember they was dropping comedy.
was
Yeah,
a
they
time-
was just dropping specials.
They
Yeah,
was
there
dropping
was a time
specials,
period when
bro.
everybody had a goddamn special.
They were trying to be the new
Bro,
HBO.
I just kept watching
Yeah.
it because them shits had me laughing, nigga.
I
so,
did watch a lot of HBO specials. I mean, I watched a lot of comedy specials during that
Yeah.
time period.
I was just
HBO was the hallmark at one point in
clicking on
time.
them shits. So I clicked on her shit, nigga, and I didn't think it was gonna be funny, and it was. So it was low expectation, high reward, nigga.
That
Where
always
is
helps.
Cat Williams on this list? I feel like
We haven't
I
even
ain't
seen
seen
his
it
name
yet.
I
yet.
feel like he had such like a fall off that niggas forgot how funny
There
he
you go.
was.
Damn, Aziz Ansari
Right here.
and Cat are down there.
I don't know.
But Cat
Cat
is
Williams is hilarious.
Cat is-
Williams introduced me to stand up comedy.
Yeah,
Cat-
with the green blazer.
With the pimping. nigga.
Cat isn't of the industry, so he should be like in the lower.
He should
I'm
be
surprised he's higher than Jerry Seinfeld.
They
God
shit
damn.
on
That's
Jerry.
amazing.
Jerry got the bag though.
Yeah.
Nobody. I don't think most people
Sarah
like Jerry.
Silverman, I
actually.
heard she's
Tiffany Haddish should be in the 80s.
I like Russell Brand's spiritual journey.
She's fucking trash.
I watched his Joe
Whitney
Rogan
Cummings,
episodes.
let me not say that.
Say it.
No,
I was sleeping with her.
We can put it in the Patreon right after, nigga. Fuck it.
I would too. I second that.
Wait, you would do what?
Sleep with her.
Sleep with her.
With Whitney Cummings.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you would fuck Nikki Haley.
Who was that?
This fucking political bitch.
Why are you always doing? I
Oh.
said I would let her give me fellatio.
Yeah, all right.
But yeah, that's all I have for
Yeah,
that. I got
for
one
Andrew
last